Brad, we've been at the Tour of California where it's been extremely hot. In a bike race, you get bottles handed up to you, you get ice stockings handed up to you. How do you handle the heat when you're training and you have a specific kind of training plan you have to do?
Luckily for me, in Missouri, it's 100% humidity and about 80 degrees right now, so I came here pretty prepared for the heat. But you can never be fully prepared in the heat. You just sweat so much. You lose so many electrolytes. We do get the ice socks. We get a lot of Cliff products when we're out there. Also, just having cold water to pour on you just helps keep the core temperature down. So, you just do your best to stay as hydrated and as cool as possible when you're going at 100%.
And that's in a race atmosphere. So training, and you have to deal with the heat. How do you handle that for everybody who's training at home?
A couple times I might overdress on a hot day just to adapt a little bit more. But I won't do that every day, and that's kind of a rare occasion for big events like this. That's one thing I might do, and then the rest is just normal training and just, go out in the hot part of the day and endure it.
First thing I do to try and combat the heat is ignore it, honestly. Just pretend like it's not there. But, obviously drink a lot of water, try and get some salts in you, and just try and stay out of the sun. If you can pick a ride that's not too sunny, something in the trees, that usually helps.
At home when it's hot, I have to do a different route so I can get more gas station stops, more water, and things like that. And one thing I do in training to prepare for races like this is I always dress warmer. Every single day at home I'm wearing, arm warmers, undershirt, or a vest, where normally I wouldn't be. And so when I come out here, I like to think it helps a little bit. Does it really do anything? For me it does, so.
I guess what I do most of the time is I don't really do much different than I would in normal training because, I guess the harder it is on your body, the more you adapt to it. So you can be ready for the race. And then when you get these things like ice socks, cold water bottles, everything like that in a race, you just are that much better.
So will you adjust if it's going to be a 100-degree day and you have a block of intervals? Will you adjust, to go out earlier? And also when you run out of water, what do you do?
Well, I'm someone who has trouble waking up too early in the morning, so I don't get out too early. But I actually sometimes will plan my ride around where I know I can get water and things like that. Especially in the U.S., it seems like it's less frequent, like where you can get water and things like that. So I'll adjust my ride around where I can stop sometimes if it's really, really hot outside.
What are your cheat sheets for being able to kind of conquer the heat when you're out training on a very hot day?
My favorite is stopping at a gas station with a walk-in cooler, and I just get a walk-in beer cooler, and I just hang it out in there for 10 minutes and go back out and go at it again.
Perfect. All right,
actually, and then Slurpees. Slurpees do really well, except the brain freeze. I get them really easily.
Yeah, those are hard to carry on the bike.
I know. It just melts fast, but if you enjoy it while you're there, it's a bliss.
If we have some races in the heat coming up, try and acclimate a little bit, but if we're going to Belgium again sometime in the near future, then I'll try and leave pretty early and kind of dodge the heat bullet.
Yeah. So. What time do you normally train at?
If it's real hot in Colorado, probably about 7:38. So
if it's not?
If it's not, 10 o'clock.
That's not too. You're not a noon rider.
Nah, I don't like to do that.
Do you have a trick or a favorite treat from a gas station?
I do love the Slurpee. That's usually for an end of the ride, though. During the ride, you can't really beat just an ice cold Coke. Really helps you get through the end, the last few intervals, and it's good.
For sure, being in the heat helps. I mean, once you get used to riding in 100 degrees, 110 degrees, it's a lot easier instead of coming from, 60 degrees or whatever. Hotter the better.